promise you wouldn't. Common sparks, give it a rest.
Oh, am I alive? Can you hear me?
You are indeed. Very ominous.
Hello.
Great way to start. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Very well. Very well. I've
Oh no,
been
not
really
the sheet of
lucky.
paper.
As I live and breathe, man like DigiDan. Wow. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time and responding to me.
No worries,
I'm a little
man.
bit
I'm excited.
surprised.
No, I love these things. It's such a unique way of doing, like, it's like a little mini sort of podcasty type thing, and I just like the different approach of it. So no, I'm excited.
I told my missus as well, and I was like, oh, I've messaged Digital Dan, because obviously we both sometimes watch your videos. And she was like, oh my God. And then when you were like, I'm going to change it to hard 3, she was like, I might be home. So it'll be me barricading the door, trying to stop her from getting in case
Like
she's
a
like,
COD
I love you,
Zombies lobby.
Dan.
Like, no, I'm joking. Oh no, that's cool. No, I'm excited.
We have the quick fire short questions. I'm basically just trying to like poke a jab at this past week in theme parks with the quick fire section.
Okay, I love that. As you said, quick fire questions, I was about to say, oh, I like a good quick fire segment. You were already there. You were 2 steps ahead.
So my missus basically was like, please can you ask this? If you don't, I'll be really cross. And like, I just...
Let's do it.
As a 21-year-old influencer theme park enthusiast, what is it like when people stop you in a park? That feeling of being known. Is it weird? Do you get used to it? Is it annoying having strange people slide into your DMs about theme parks? I'm probably asking you questions.
No, it's a good question. Obviously, because I'm quite young, it's obviously it's all a bit like, whoa, like I've just left my A levels and then I've started doing YouTube full time. And then it's just like all of a sudden I go to these theme parks that I always enjoyed by myself or with family. And then suddenly I have people coming up to me. It is exactly that, because it is weird, followed by the fact you then get a little bit used to it. But at the same time, it's kind of nice because most people that I have met are just really nice. Like even like on these calls and stuff, like yourself, it's just really nice to meet like new people, really nice people. There is the occasional person or two that will just like try and stick to your group when you're with family and stuff, and it's a bit like, please, I just came in
It's
to
like go away.
yeah, but like that's only happened like once or twice, and it's like it's just, again, it's something you get used to, and I just, in my personal opinion, just love meeting so many different people. Obviously, opening days can get very hectic. Like I remember them having to move me from somewhere to another in the Toxicator opening area because it was just like, you're causing congestion. I was like, there is no way that this is happening. But yeah, it's really cool to actually put like their sort of profile pictures and stuff to a real face, which is really nice. But no, I love meeting so many people. So,
and now you're man from the TV as well, aren't you?
It was, the thing is about the TV thing is it was so nerve-wracking because obviously it's a much wider audience as well. And obviously, like, you don't get people coming up to me and going, "You were on the BBC?" No, nothing like that. But I had like relatives and stuff just watching the news, going, "Hang on a minute, why is my like nephew on the TV and stuff?" So, no, the BBC were really, especially when the presenter said, "We should call you Digital Dan." That made me laugh way too much.
Digital Dan.
It's quite funny.
Favorite roller coaster you've ever ridden?
Voltron Nevera at Europa Park. See, you need to go to Europa Park. There you go.
Best queue line in any park?
Oh God. That's a really difficult one. I had so many in my mind, and now they've all gone black. I mean, Fly at Phantasialand. I mean, you're repping it right there. It's fantastic queue line, isn't it?
Extra medium.
It's a fantastic ride. Like, I absolutely love it, and the queue line is incredible.
Most overrated ride?
There's this one at Alton Towers that for some reason recently a lot of people keep saying is actually not as bad as it people say it is, and I'm gonna have to say Rita for that one at Alton Towers. Because I even though people do not like it, I don't get how it can be high rated by people, because it is just a launch and a turn. So I would say most overrated ride is that.
Rita for LSM launch.
Agreed. And a top hat if they can fit it in.
Definitely. A park you always enjoy more than expect to?
This one I would go to Portaventura World because everyone sits there and says that the operations are really bad, and they are. But the way just it's more of that park that you go to, especially because it's in Spain, where it's just like a really nice holiday resort sort of like vibe. And I love Portaventura so much, and I think every time I go, I have a better time than I expect to. So yeah, that's that one.
One ride that you re-ride immediately if the queue was empty.
Uh, Taron?
Oh, fine choice. Fine choice. Rare, and the queue line is a marathon, but
Yeah.
agreed.
I did there were for some reason the hotels back in the day, like back in the day, 6 years ago. Wow, that was a long time ago. They used to have early ride time or late ride time after closure. So I remember doing Taron about 13 times in an hour, just lapping it consistently. And it was absolutely incredible. So yeah, if that had an empty queue line, I would be around that because I would say fly, but it would take, like you said, it would take a marathon to walk around that entire queue every time you want to go on this. So, um,
Definitely, definitely. On to the main section. It's a bit slower this time. You can take a breath.
I'll slow it down, slow it right down.
Lower that pace. So, tell me, what separates a good theme park from a genuinely great one?
I think it's the you see it. So I personally do think a lot of people give our UK parks slack. I genuinely think Alton Towers is a really good park. Like I really do enjoy a day out at Towers. Like the theming on the rides is getting a lot better. Like Cursor or Manor's incredible and Nemesis Reborn. But the thing that separates the good and the great is it's those little details. So for instance, when you go to like I don't know. I keep using Fly as an example, but it's a really good one to use. When you go on Fly, you see like these like drainage pipes that have these smoke coming out of the floor, and like all these little vehicles and these characters and stuff, like the little robot in the queue. Spoiler alert if you haven't been on it, but that's also really
Nightmare
cool. And
fuel.
yeah, yeah, I was gonna say he's just slowly going. It's great. But I just think it's the little details and just like the things that a lot of people don't tend to notice that do make these things way better. It's the same with like Epic Universe. The amount of detail in that at Universal is just mind blowing, and it just puts anything else anywhere else out. It just blows out of the water.
What do you believe is the biggest misunderstanding fans have about how theme parks operate?
I, I think a lot of theme park fans think that they could run the parks a lot better than the ones that currently run it. And I know we obviously all say, "Oh, Merlin this, Merlin that," but and all these other like park directors and everything, like, "Oh, why are they doing this? Why?" At the end of the day, if we were in their if we were in their shoes, we'd have no idea what we're doing. And I feel like we do. Everyone does come up with really good ideas, but a lot of people, especially like the main misunderstanding, I think, comes from where like money is. Because they sit there and say like, "Oh, Thorpe should get this huge, like giga coaster with like 14 inversions." Like, we can't really fit that in a budget that Merlin have. So, I think
What is money?
yeah, exactly. I think the biggest misunderstanding is probably the budget and just the way these parks operate. Nobody realizes how. I've spoken to a few people in the industry, and you just don't realize how much work goes into running these places, even if it doesn't seem like it. Which is quite sad on their part because no one really realizes when they say, "Oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that," how much they're actually trying to do those things. But yeah, so a horse race. But
Yeah.
and genuinely, I think it would be quite funny to put a few theme park fans in charge of a theme park and see how it goes because I think it'd be hilarious.
Doing ops for Hyperia. Yeah, see how that goes.
Just got enthusiasts. Well, I mean, there are probably enthusiasts that do operate it, but I just feel like if you were to put some enthusiasts who have no experience in park management, who've just played Roller Coaster Tycoon or Planet Coaster, aka if I was put in charge, I would make no profit and I would make a ride that just completely just belittles the park down to absolutely nothing, and the park would close. So that'd probably be what I'd say.
Fantastic. Love that. Love that. On to my next question. What is a guest experience problem that parks are aware of, but they just can't easily fix?
A guest experience problem parks are aware of. Like, there's quite a few things I think. There's obviously the queue times. are a big thing, because I know a lot of people complain about the fact queue times on the boards are inaccurate, but they could be, you could have one slow train that goes out after 5 minutes because obviously someone's having issues on the train, or someone's left like loose articles on it. You could have that get delayed, and then your queue's 5 minutes longer, and then it just constant effect on everyone else, domino effect. But I think it's just, yeah, those queue lines and queue times, like the operations, theme parks seem to build coasters and then not realize that they have to try and get thousands of people in it and out in a matter of hours. I think it is easily fixable by building coasters that are higher throughput. But when you've got these coasters that aren't already, you're kind of screwed, because how do you go about changing that? Like, I know Mandrill Mayhem's a recent one at Chessington. It's got one train. Yeah, sure, it's winged, so it has more seats than a regular two-seater. But it's like, how do you build that on one train and then think, oh, it'll get through people quick? Because it won't. But obviously, it's not an easy task, because then you've got to pay more for trains and pay more for like a longer layout, all that kind of stuff. So I think, yeah, queue times and sort of the operations are a big thing, because some theme parks have got it right, the great theme parks like we spoke about. But a lot of them, yeah, a lot of them don't.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think when it comes to queue times, you've got the balancing act of the fast pass, wrap,
Yes, that
standby.
as well. Yeah, 100%.
And then there's also the pre-show, because you look at Disney, you look at Universal, and they've got, one, sometimes even two pre-shows before you
Yeah.
get on the ride. And to a certain degree, it kind of keeps things moving, but it kind of delays the ride. And as you
Yeah,
say,
and the thing about Universal and Disney as well is that they will build two sets of pre-shows, so people can go into one and then another set of people can go into the other, and then there's more capacity. And even on like Hagrid's and stuff, there's a section on that ride where there's two of them during the ride so that it can operate better. I just don't think anywhere in the UK, or maybe even in Europe in places, have the budget to do that. And I think that's where it's not easy to fix.
yeah, I think that's totally fair. Totally fair. Where are modern theme parks genuinely improving, in your opinion?
I think there's definitely been more. I know I can't really say this because the world's tallest, fastest, and longest coaster just opened. So, but there's definitely more of a want for theming than there is anything else. Like I remember, well, I was about to say I remember 20 years ago. No, I don't. I remember reading about like 20 years ago or 30 years ago when like the big one and everything opened, and it was always, oh, this is the world's tallest coaster, the world's most intense coaster, and we still get those world records now. But I think they don't hold on to them as much. I feel like it's like just a side piece, whereas before it was, oh my God, look, this has the world's most inversions on it. Whereas before, now, sorry, it is literally just, oh, we've made this really cool themed coaster that also has the first wood and fire combination in the world. I feel like it's more of like a, I think it's more of like they prioritize theming and like guest experience, and I quite like that because people can get involved in the story, and you've got even like Epic Universe again making these interactive. You've got like the Mario bands. I know that's been a thing for ages in Hollywood and Japan, but you've got those interactive bands, and there's so many different things you can buy at that park that just like level up your experience as well. I just think they care more about guest experience now in the modern day, which is really nice.
Keeping theme on digital, I would love to know where technology improves the guest experience, but also where perhaps it detracts.
Yeah, see, this goes back to the wristbands I said about, because even like the Magic Bands at Disney World. I mean, I bought one of them because I was like, oh, that's so cool, because you can go up to these like little statues and do like a hand signal, and it will play some music. It's the stupidest thing ever, but I don't know why I bought one, but it's really cool. And I think that just it makes guests sort of not relate, but it makes them feel way more integrated into the way the stories and stuff unfold in these areas. So, for instance, when they walk around the Mario Land at Epic Universe, they can sit there with their bands and rack up points and get coins and everything. And I feel like that just makes them more immersed into the Mario world. And then you've got the fact that AI is definitely taking over at the minute, and that detracts from everything. Sure, it's useful to them and parks when it's used as a tool for like queue times and things, and or like working them out. But when they're using it for like graphic design and stuff, it just looks really lazy, and I just don't understand why they keep doing it. Just get someone real to do it.
Thought Park Gate, the Thought Park banner
Oh
at the
yeah,
front.
and then the Alton Towers restaurant menus as well. They're all AI. That's just not. The thing is, it's a multi-million-pound theme park using it, and it just doesn't look right. I just really hope it's like toned down a lot or just completely eradicated. But I think that's where it is going downhill with the modern rise of technology. But then other things are bringing it up. So
Yeah, it's a balance. It's a balance.
yeah.
So, last question before we get on to the show and tell.
Hell yeah.
What's the next generation of theme park fans will care about that current fans don't?
Ooh, that's interesting. Current fans, what do we care about? We care about, I guess we care about the theming and like the guest experience, like we spoke about, and how it sort of comes across, how we're in the story of things, or how these stories like relate to nostalgia as well. That's a big thing at the minute. The fact that Alton Towers, I don't think, have made a brand new ride for many years because they're always just rehashing like, oh look, we brought Ripsaw back, oh Nemesis is back, oh Jules back, but not no guns and no zombies, just creepy girl. I feel like there's a lot of nostalgia that we hold on to now, and as we go along, especially recently with the Scenic Railway being closed for good, which was really sad, and like Oakwood closing as well. I think we're going to get, sadly more used to the fact that these things aren't coming back, and I feel like future generation theme park fans might just want to see the next big thing again, rather than seeing like, oh, the nostalgia of this, I can't wait to go and ride it again, it's been so long, or like this refurbishment project. I think in the future they'll just more care about, oh, we just want a big new ride, like we don't really care. So I'm intrigued to see though. So it's an interesting question because I do think the opinions of like theme park fans and even creators and stuff, I think it will change quite a lot in the next 5 to 6 years, especially with like Universal coming to the UK and stuff. I think here in this country, especially, there's going to be a big like change of opinion in a lot of things, and I'm excited to see it unfold. So.
Do you think that there'll be a focus more on like intensity and thrills, or it'll be more on like family rides with just like really immersive, intense theming with props and animatronics and guns and smoke and
Yeah, I hope it's the second one because the first one, as much as I love a big roller coaster, whacking a massive 200-foot coaster on mud, Hyperia, I'd just rather have a lot of theme in there, and I feel like it's lost a bit without it. Like Thought Park has the Swarm, Stealth, Nemesis, Inferno, and then just Hyperia's been plonked on the ground, which I know budget and everything. I'm hoping the budget goes up for Merlin Parks. It doesn't look that way, but you never know. Fingers crossed. But I just think I would love to see more family attractions like that everyone can ride. I mean, we're seeing like height restrictions. I think at Drayton Manor, you can ride Gold Rush if you're a certain height, which is a huge Intamin family coaster, but you can't ride the shooter ride opposite it, which is just a little minecar ride that goes around and you shoot things really slowly because of the height restriction difference in modern time to old. So I think we will just see more rides made that everyone can enjoy, which I think will be really good. And hopefully they do have a lot of theming and smoke and guns and stuff. Yeah, get a Wild West area like Drayton Manor everywhere. Just
excellent, getting the gun fingers on. So it is time, Simba. It is time. Show and tell. What have you got? What have you bought on eBay for me last week?
Well, I actually haven't bought anything on eBay. I'm going to step off camera quickly and go and get it because it's pretty big. Hang on.
14 hours later.
You know how I talk about... Oh, it just fell over. You know how I talk about a certain ride in the Dark Forest that I really don't like?
Oh, yeah, it's the one that... Hey, another one.
Well, there's another one.
With Ryvita.
Yeah. There's another
Something
one.
like
There's another one in that area that I do quite like. And 13 sign. I've just got
How'd you
a
get
13
that?
sign. Well, does it count? Because it's my girlfriend's, not mine. But it's in my room.
Shared ownership.
Yeah, there we go. It counts. No, she there was some event on that we attended, and right at the end of it, they did a giveaway, and she managed to. Oh no, it wasn't a giveaway. She won a competition from like a quiz and won this. Had no way to transport it home, so I don't know how it got here. But If I could, I would pick up. I've got a massive piece of Megaphobia track outside in my garden. If I could pick that up and bring it in here and show you, then I would. But I think I would probably not be able to lift it, and then it would crash on my toe. So we'll
You
stick
can
with
send me a
this.
picture.
Yeah,
I can
I
post
will.
it up.
I will.
It's an
I'll just
honourable
hold it there.
mention.
Oh dear.
Amazing. Obviously, you've been doing your channel for a number of years. 2026 is a big year with the likes of Evictus and the news with Universal Great Britain. What do your plans look like for this year? Are you going to the Evictus event? Spill it.
Well, there's a lot happening in my life in general. Like this whole background behind me is going to change soon. Loads of exciting stuff. Universal, I'll be following that. Like, I'll literally, if I could be there every day, I would. Just like watching it go up. It's going up quick. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have binoculars out my window, and I would just. I really want to follow that as best I can because it's like one of the biggest things in the UK theme park industry, the biggest thing probably. So I'm really excited for that. A couple little trips here and there to parks I've never been to, hoping to get out to America again. That'll be really fun. Loads of random stuff. There's just too much to think of with it all at the moment. So it'll all unfold over the year, I guess. So very exciting.
Perfect. Well, Dan, thank you so much for coming on, and
Thank you for
have
having
a
me. It was
wonderful
very
day.
fun. Bye-bye.
Huge thank you to Dan for hopping in. Let us know who you want to see next in the comments.